Animals must move to act upon and to respond to the world around them. Their bodies have adapted to suit their individual lifestyles. But every movement they make is achieved by using sets of muscles evolved for the purpose. The precise movement of muscles can be a matter of life and death, or just an enjoyable kind of exercise. The human body is an incredibly complex machine. Each movement requires the coordinated effort of many muscle groups. How do the individual muscles work? How do people make movements of any kind? Examine a movement we've all seen, the movement of an arm. There are opposing muscles on the top and bottom of the arm. When the arm straightens, the upper muscles relax, while other muscles beneath the arm contract. As the arm bends, the muscles on the top begin to bulge, while the lower muscles relax. Muscles are bundles of long fibers joined with connective tissue and attached to bones by tough strands called tendons. Muscles attach to the bones of the arm so that there is a joint between the points of attachment. When the muscles contract, they grow shorter. The angle at the joint changes. Every set of muscles must have opposing muscles. This is antagonistic pairing. Even the smallest movements require muscle systems. X-ray photographs show how the bones move. From the bone movement, you can guess where the muscles are probably attached. Humans can move arms and legs whenever they feel like it. Actions like these, those we control consciously, are voluntary movements. When we decide to make a movement, a message goes from our brain, through our nervous system, to each muscle required. These signals from the brain are sent along a series of nerves to many muscles. One message is received by a single muscle, and it contracts. This was shown hundreds of years ago with a frog's leg, where the muscles are in pairs, just as in the human arm. By removing a muscle from a frog's leg and stimulating it with a weak electric current, a movement is produced. The muscle contracts and relaxes in the same way that it would if a message came from the frog's brain. Contract and relax, that is all a muscle can do, but even this simple action requires a particular arrangement of the cells that make up a muscle. The long, thick muscle fibers contain two types of protein, actin and myosin. These proteins overlap, producing light and dark bands in the muscle. When this kind of muscle, called striated muscle, contracts, the actin bands become shorter, while the myosin bands remain the same. The sum of many muscles acting together produces the movements of life. The heart is composed of specialized cardiac muscle. It shows a similar pattern of light and dark bands, but it is not a voluntary muscle. It goes on beating independently of any conscious thought on our part, and without any external stimulation. A frog's heart continues to beat, even though it is completely separated from the body of the frog. The heart beats in order to circulate the blood, which supplies every cell in the body with food and oxygen and carries away wastes. The rate at which the heart beats is completely independent of our conscious control. As we exercise, the demand for oxygen and food increases, so the heart muscle beats faster and more strongly. Involuntary muscle also works without any conscious control on our part, but it does not show any pattern of striations. It is found in various places in the human body, and similar muscles are found in the stomach of a guinea pig, in the walls of the intestine, and in a calf's eye, where the fine ciliary involuntary muscles are like those of the human eye. Voluntary muscles help the eye move in the direction we demand, but the ciliary muscles, Those that react to light are involuntary. They change the size of the pupil. The pupil closes in bright light and opens in dim light, all on its own. The muscles that line the walls of the digestive system are also involuntary. They work only when they receive a signal to do so because there is food to work on. The food stimulates the muscles to action. So the involuntary muscles respond to the needs of the body without any conscious effort, and voluntary muscles respond to conscious demands from the brain. Both types of muscles can be developed by changing the demands on them. Exercise can develop muscles. This is what a weightlifter is doing. Or a long-distance runner, or a cyclist. Each activity helps develop a particular group of muscles. Even when they are not being used, the muscles are still in a slight state of tension. This is muscle tone. Movement is a necessary life function in all living things. Muscles, whether voluntary or involuntary, must all function correctly if our bodies are to work in the best possible way. By exercising wisely and taking care of our bodies, we can help provide the conditions that are necessary for a good life.